Separatists wreaking havoc in southwest, southeast not different from terrorists. This was said by the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Femi Gbajabiamila. So I asked him this question: what about those wreaking havoc in the northwest and the northeast called bandits, and that the majority of them are Fulani? Are they also terrorists? Have they been termed a terrorist group? Well, let us hear what he has to say. The Speaker of the House of Representatives, Femi Gbajabiamila, says there is no difference between the separatist activities in the southwest and the southeast geopolitical zone in the country and deadly Boko Haram terrorists. Gbajabiamila stated this in his speech on the resumption of the House of Representatives from the 2021 annual legislative recess on Wednesday. He expressed deep concern over the growing insecurity in the country and assured Nigerians that the nation's parliaments were prepared to assist relevant government and security agencies to tackle the scourge. The speaker said, "We must now add to this concern an emerging threat that presents the same clear and present danger. In the south of Nigeria, east and west, miscreants and criminals masquerading as separatist activists have emerged to wreak havoc, take lives, and commit economic sabotage against fellow Nigerians and against the state. These people, in their inclination for devastating violence against fellow citizens, their appetite for the destruction of private properties, their propensity for defiling institutions of the state, society, and community, their refusal to engage in debate or to consider the possibility of dissenting opinions and alternative viewpoints are no different from Boko Haram and ISWAP. Given space and time, they will take our nation down the same path of destruction. Thus far, we have rightly focused our national security concern on the machinations of extremist insurgents who seek to remake our world in the image of their discredited theocracy and the bandits who maroon and terrorize whole region for profit." Well, this is from Femi Gbajabiamila. He's saying separatists wreaking havoc in the southwest, southeast not different from terrorists. What are they wreaking havoc? What havoc have they done? Well, all I can see what they did is they issued an order, which is sit at home order there. And I can see that the people are complying with these orders. But the people have said no, they want to remain at home. He even threatened that he's going to close down banks. He called all the market leaders and told them if they don't open markets, they will be closed. But the market leaders still sat at home because it's not the governor that appointed the market leaders. So he cannot remove them from office. Well, these people have issued a sit-at-home order because of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu still in detention. And the governors in that place have tried all their possible best to bring them out, but they have refused. That Monday, even yesterday was not Monday, but they obeyed a sit-at-home order. And you can even imagine the president came to Imo State recently and people still sat at home. They issued an order that even when the president come to Imo State, they should not come out. And most of the people you saw in the airport are APC members from different states around the southwest. The southeast are APC members that rallied around because the real indigenes of those nations, of those states, were in their house. This is what you see. Indigenous people of Biafra and the southeast, they are not terrorists. They are only agitating and making sure that their voice is being heard. Well, what are your thoughts and opinion concerning this? Leave them down in the comment section below. My question is, why has the bandit not been tamed a terrorist group? Have the bandit not wreaked more havoc in the northwest and northeast than these people in the southwest and southeast? But till date, the bandits have not yet been termed a terrorist. Well, drop your comment in the comment section below concerning what Femi Gbajabiamila said, the Speaker of the House of Representatives. Well, moving on to the other news, which is UN Assembly ignore Ipob, Yoruba Nation agitators focus on Buhari presidency, tells a media. The presidency on Wednesday asked the media organization in Nigeria to focus on issues to be discussed by the president and Major General Muhammadu Buhari retired at the United Nations Assembly in New York. This was contained in a statement issued by Garba Shehu, senior special assistant to the president on media and publicity on Wednesday. The statement is a reaction to an ongoing protest by the Yoruba Nation agitators, IPOB agitators, and others at the United Nations headquarters in New York. Well, Nigerian agitators for Yoruba Nation and indigenous people of Biafra, amongst others, had resumed their protests at the United Nations headquarters in the New York on Wednesday. They vowed to reconvene on Friday, September 24th, when the president will be addressing the assembly. The statement read in part, "Meanwhile, the Nigerian government will continue its work at the UN to fight against corruption and illicit financial flows and international cooperation." Well, this is it. Garba is saying that they should ignore them and focus on what Buhari is going to tell the media or what the presidency tells the media. They should not focus on the Yoruba Nation agitators, but focus on the issues bedeviling the country. Well, and we asked them this question: have they really done well? For you to see people in the diaspora like this coming out to say that things are not right, or coming out to make noise, or coming out with their placards in masses, this is to show the government that they have not really tried. This thing has only happened in this regime. We can't remember when last people in diaspora, in United Nations, United Kingdom, in China, came out to protest, apart from this Buhari-led administration. We can't remember when last thing happened. We said Obasanjo is corrupt, but still, even as Obasanjo is corrupt, things like this had never happened. Nigerians were still living better than now. Nigerians were still okay. How corrupt Obasanjo left? Obasanjo left over how many million naira in the national account when he was leaving office? He left extra when he was leaving the office, no matter how corrupt he was. The barrel of fuel was still being sold at a good price. Dollar was still 150. But now imagine what this administration have done to our economy. They have bankrupted it, left us with so much debt that even the forthcoming administration will not be able to pay. They are still borrowing loans and borrowing loans. Naira has fallen so badly that a dollar now is equal to over 500 and something naira. Our economy has turned to something else. School children from 14 years, 13 years, 12 years are not even safe to go and study in school. Parents are not even secure to send their children to schools anymore, because once they go to that school, they will be kidnapped. And no military interruption, no disturbance from the military. They will go there and the bandit will successfully abduct them. Even the military itself are not safe. 18 soldiers were killed in their own camp, you can imagine. In their own camp in Zamfara State. In NDA, they entered, killed people, kidnapped one person. And the Doma boy, they injured him. Kidnapped an Igbo officers and killed some in the NDA. So this administration has really wreaked so much havoc. I think the most honorable thing for the president to do is to resign at a point like this. Is to honorably write a resignation letter and resign. Because he's not fit mentally, he's not fit to rule the nation. You can see what is happening. So what these people are doing is very important. It's very important. We don't want to talk about the 2023 election. We want the change to start from now. We want the change to start from now. If we don't start talking now, when that time comes, these politicians will come and play their runs, and at the end of the day, come and put us inside slavery, inside suffering, inside pains and anguish for another 8 years. Well, I commend what the Yoruba Nation agitators are doing, going out on the 24th or coming out on the 24th of September, that's this month, to come and protest and say that enough is enough. That is the day Buhari will be addressing the United Nations at New York. They will come out and surround that assembly and make sure that their voice is being heard internationally on a global standard. Well, drop your comment in the comment section below. You know, we don't know much. We're just keeping it real and keeping you updated what's happening in Nigeria and even outside Nigeria. Well, if you're coming here for the first time, I would love you to subscribe. Subscribe to this channel. Hit that bell by the side so whenever we drop our content, you'll be notified. So just keep watching Gleanful and do have a wonderful week. God bless you.